Welcome back. I'm Dave Temple. I'm with Jeff Ginsburg, Stefan Leduc, Michael Augins, Jeff Slovin, and Susanne Schmidinger. And we're talking about, as we begin to wrap up this CEREC 30 event, we're talking about creating the transcendental experience. Why don't we start off with you, Jeff?
Okay, thank you very much. So Jeff, I'd like to start the first question with you. On the first day of the event, you rolled out the new treatment center called Transcendental. What led you to do this?
You know, we rolled it out on Thursday, but we've had a vision about this for more than 10 years. In fact, when I joined Sirona in September of 2005, one of the first things that Michael and I talked about was the all Sirona office and what the possibilities would be for the dentist if we could integrate all of our technologies around our treatment center. Transcendental, because we don't think of the chair as just something the patient sits on. We see that as where the magic begins in the operatory. And when you take a look at what our transcendental chairs are able to do, it transforms the feeling in the operatory. It actually greets the patient. So being able to do that and create the ultimate office around that is something that started as a vision and then became a passion for us. And frankly, with Patterson seeing the possibilities as our exclusive partner in the United States and Canada on so many levels, understanding what digital dentistry means and being able to do that with this platform, it's an exciting day that we just announced.
Great, thank you. Michael, then, with the presentation of the Ultimate Office, what are your expectations for the Transcendental treatment centers?
We have very high expectations for both the All Sirona office and for our Transcendental treatment centers. The market reaction post-launch was extraordinary. We've had high interest throughout the show, and we expect that to continue as dentists come to realize that there is a better way to practice dentistry, both in form and in function, and the ability to easily integrate so many products into the chair really makes it a distinctive product. So we think the sky's the limit.
Great, thank you. Well, speaking of form and function, I was going to ask the next question of Susanne. With the new generation does combine form and function, so what does good design mean to you?
Yeah, when you enter a treatment room and you just fall in love with the treatment center, that is good design. I mean, really have that feeling of a wow factor. In general, of course, good design matches the spirit of times, combines form and function, and ideally gets, I would say, a style icon.
Okay, thank you. Stefan, how does the Transcendental Treatment Center differ from other solutions available in the U.S. market?
Well, like Jeff mentioned, in the U.S., core equipment or treatment centers are viewed more as chair unit light, and we combine all of this into one integrated system. So we touch on integration, design, and experience, and we combine all of this to call it a Transcendental Treatment Center.
Okay, thank you. I have another question for Michael.
Yes.
How did this concept evolve? I mean, I understand this version has been available elsewhere prior to the U.S., so how did it?
Absolutely. So both the Intego and the Teneo had been previously available in global markets, but this is the first time they're being introduced into the U.S. market. And as Jeff said, we just felt like the time was right here at CEREC 30 to bring these chairs to the market. We think the market's ready for this type of design and integration, and it's the perfect moment to bring them into the U.S.
Well, especially with the ability to integrate the Omnicam right into it. You know, when you have a relaxed patient, you have a happier patient. And from our perspective, Transcendental is also a state of mind, right? And when you have such a relaxed design that gives you comfort before you even sit in the chair and then realize that actually you're the focal point, it makes the whole experience for the patient and the doctor better.
Right. Now, there are two different models that are being introduced now, right? Would you like to talk about them, the differences?
Yeah, we introduced the two models, Teneo and Intego. Both of them, they have a very unique design. They are very elegant, and both of them have the chairlift system, which is very special and different. And every detail is like a work of art, I can say. But Teneo is the state of the art. It's a top of the line, the brand shaper for our new generation of treatment centers, and really offers the maximum of comfort for the dentist and for the patient.
You know, I want to be able to just jump into a chair and do the hand modeling gestures and so forth, but I do have a sample of the fabulous fabrics here. But it really is, it's the Rolls Royce of chairs, right? I mean, when you're sitting in the best of the best and you're relaxed in a situation that is quite often stressful, then you're ahead of the game. And that's one of the beautiful things about it. And the doctor is able to do every single thing without moving.
Well, it really is a brand shaper. And I like your analogy of the Rolls Royce. The beauty of it is you don't have to pay a Rolls Royce price. Right, to set up your practice. And, you know, if you take a look at it and the offerings that we have and the variants, it's really like choosing your own car. And telling us how you want to go about it. And certainly we know that there are models that make most sense. And of course, that's why we want a specialist to understand your practice to help you figure out what's best for you.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't know, was there anything else anyone wanted to add?
Only that the chair being the centerpiece of the all Sirona office, but the real concept is around integrating all of our products together to create the perfect integrated suite to perform dentistry both for the practitioner and the patients.
I would add that, you know, digital dentistry is here to stay, and integrated solutions is what is the foundation to allow you to make the most of our technologies and your practice.
Can I add something?
I just can't agree. It's all about implantology, endodontics, CEREC AI, and of course imaging, which comes together at Teneo and at Intego.
Okay, thank you very much. And thank you for having me here at CEREC 30. This whole event has been really awesome, and I'm hoping I get invited next year to Orlando for Cero World.
That's right. Michael, would you like to take 30 seconds to talk about Cero World?
Absolutely. One of the other major launches for us here at CEREC 30 was the announcement that instead of doing anniversary type events, that we're now going to make this is seminal or an annual event for Sirona. And in addition to having that event, we're pairing that together with educational and entertainment opportunities throughout the year. And so we're trying to organize our community, give a distinctive ownership experience to Sirona. And so we were pleased to announce that at this meeting, we're launching Cero World, and we encourage all the members of the Sirona family to sign up to be a part of it.
And that's all the members around the globe. This community that we believe in so much is inclusive. Anybody wanting to be part of this is welcome.
Remarkable. It has been an outstanding event. I mean, it started off with a bang on Thursday, presenting the treatment center, and it's just been nonstop, the best ever. And I keep hearing this again and again. Social media is blowing up, talking about it is the best event ever.
And I just like to say one thing, because this doesn't happen overnight. You know, we always have to reflect on one thing, that we have 3,500 employees around the globe that wake up every morning thinking about how they can have an impact on dentistry and the patients. And certainly, you know, a lot of kudos goes out to the team in Bensheim who has been focused on this product offering. And a big, big, big thank you to them for making a difference. And I think we're going to see a difference in how the patient and the doctor feels with our Transcendental platform, as well as everything else that we have today here in Las Vegas. It comes from ideas that become innovations that are made from people, and it's all about our people.
CEREC has been rocking it for 30 years, and I cannot wait to see what the next 30 has in store.
We only get better.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time and attention. And as we start to wrap up the big event, we'd love to say thank you to all our cast and crew that's helped us. And we have another short break, and we'll be back live from Las Vegas at the Venetian right after this break.